think I'm gonna hang out now and just go for a little speed walk. And get ready for my house gift. And sort of drop off something as well. Some people try not to get a bad bike.
Tornado warning. Right now we have 78 shelters open for those needing a safe place to stay, and more than 4,500 people stayed in those shelters overnight. Our public and private partners, along with many volunteers, are helping to make those available. Thanks to everyone who made preparations, and thanks to those who evacuated. And also thanks to our first responders, some of whom are still in harm's way. For those who evacuated,
I know that Alabama was in the original forecast. They thought it would get it as a result. It's supposed to go. Actually, we have a better map than that, which is going to be presented, where we had many lines going directly, many models, each line being a model, and they were going directly.
The North Pole and the South Pole.
In all cases, Alabama was in.
So here's the same thing, just a different way to look at it. Hadley cell, convection, Farrell cell, and then polar cell. And the same thing.
But Alabama was hit very hard. It was going to be hit very hard along with Georgia. But under the current, Georgia will be possibly the right.
Same thing again. These it's just interesting to check out the different pictures, different ways to visualize this. Here's the equator right here. Hadley cell, Farrell cell.
stay away until those evacuation orders are lifted, and listen to your local emergency officials. If you evacuated, watch your local government website and social media channels for instructions on re-entry. I have lifted the evacuation orders for barrier islands in the southeastern part of our state, and local officials are making decisions about when it's safe for people to return. Do not return home until your local officials say that it's safe to do so. When you're traveling, be mindful for the potential of downed trees, flooded roads, and power lines. If you venture out today to clean up, never approach a downed power line. And of course, do not return home until your local officials say that it's safe to do so. When you're traveling, be mindful for the potential of downed trees, flooded roads, and power lines. If you venture out today to clean up, never approach a downed power line, and of course, don't drive through water. Remember to dial 911 only in an emergency, and for shelter, food, and non-emergency information assistance, dial 211. For people hard of hearing, please dial 888-892-1162 to reach someone to assist you. 211, by the way, is free, confidential, and multilingual operators are ready to assist you. And you can also stay informed by visiting readync.org for emergency information, drivenc.gov for road conditions, and if you want to donate your time or financial assistance, go to nc.gov/donate. With me today, I have Emergency Management Director Mike Sprayberry, Public Safety Secretary Eric Hooks, Transportation Secretary Jim Trogdon, North Carolina National Guard General Jim Ernst, State Highway Patrol Commander Colonel Glenn McNeil, our FEMA Federal Coordinating Officer Libby Turner, Katie Webster, our meteorologist, Commander Matt Moyers of the United States Coast Guard, and Lee Williamson, who is our sign language interpreter. First, I'm going to recognize today Director Mike Sprayberry to give us a little more information on our emergency response. Mike.
Thank you, Governor. And good morning, everybody. The State Emergency Operations Center remains activated at a level 1.
To remember things, even aside from the stressful triggers themselves, and it also is really going to impair your ability to learn. So if your child is being exposed to repeated stress and prolonged levels of stress, it's going to be very difficult for them to learn and to store memory, as well as many other things, like I mentioned, anxiety, and it could be other things as well. Like a protective mechanism. Yes, exactly. Interesting. I go to college for psychology. Nuts, problems welcome. Lion fighter, under control. Space for problems. Hi, everyone. Seems like some of you are getting this. Yeah, we talked about...
Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. So we're down on the Hook Peninsula today, guys. The wonderful Hook Lighthouse, the second oldest lighthouse in the world. The first being the one over in Spain. So this is the second oldest lighthouse, guys, and a beautiful lighthouse it is too. You can actually do tours around here, like there's tours running, I think, more or less hourly, like, so you can actually get in to see. There's a beautiful cafe, and as you can see, visit the wonderful Wexford. So these are the cafes and everything up on the left hand side. Good morning, Paul, how you doing, my friend? It is a little bit windy down here, like we just arrived at I don't know, about 10-15 minutes. We had a little climb around the cliffs. So the seahorse, I don't know what that is. Snoopy's having a little sniff around, as you can see. So these are the cafes and everything over to the side, guys. It's actually a wonderful place to come down, bring the kids down here. There's lots to do and see. And as you can see, the oldest intact